Today, we're going to be opening and reviewing a $250 retail bottle of bourbon from a craft distillery in Alabama. This is Dettling Gold Wax. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Brad's Bourbon Reviews. I'm Brad, and today I am so incredibly excited to finally get to do this video. So I have a little bit of a story with another version of this bottle. A friend of mine came to town, and he is a big bourbon guy, more than me, which is hard to believe. I always tell him if he should be doing a YouTube channel, not me, with all the shit he has. It's unbelievable. But he came in hot and heavy and was showing me some bourbons that he had picked up. And we were drinking this, not this exact batch, but we were drinking another batch of this gold wax from Dettling. It immediately jumped into like my top 5 of all time. It was going to make my top 10 of last year if I owned a bottle. Now I do. If this is as good as that one is, first off, worth every penny. $250 is a lot of money to spend on a bottle, especially if you don't know anything about the distillery, right? Like, it's tough to drop that kind of money on a bottle. The reason I was willing to do that was because of the experience I have with the last one. I'm very nervous because this could either be like a huge disappointment for me and ruin a memory and now have to go chase down that other bottle that probably doesn't exist anymore. But whatever. We'll see how it goes. So Dettling is a distillery out of Alabama, and they make really incredible stuff. I know Seth Dettling is probably going to see this video because we have come in contact with each other, and I'm really rooting for this dude. This is the Dettling Gold Wax, aged 82 months, coming in at 57.05% alcohol. You do the math, 104, 105, something like that. I wish I could convey to you the color of this. Like, I don't think it's coming through. Maybe it will. Like, look at the color of that. Like, look, that's where, like, you can see the bottom of the bottle, right? So this is an almost 7-year bourbon at cask strength coming from Alabama. So I am excited for this. I don't know if you can tell, but like, I'm actually legitimately nervous to do this review because I have such high expectations for this bottle. Now I will tell you this. So here's how much I liked that other gold wax I had. If I did have that bottle available to review, I would have given it something like a 9.4 probably. Like, it's really, really exceptional. So that's the kind of stuff we could be having in this review today, is something that high of a score. If I could get this open, that would really be helpful. All right, let's give this a nosing and let's see how we feel about Dettling almost 7-year gold wax. Okay. So for me, what I'm getting on this is I'm getting like very dark pipe tobacco, I'm getting very dark cherry, and I'm getting like chocolate, and it is like a 9 out of 10 nose. There is no ethanol to me at all on this. I mean, I have no complaints on the nose whatsoever. In fact, it's like really exceptional. Look at the color on this. I don't know if you can see it. I wish I could show you better. It's dark. Trust me. It looks like it looks like I poured like maple syrup into a glass. This might be one of my favorite noses of all time. Man, it smells incredible. All right. Moment of truth. Let's give it a mouthing. Let's see how we feel. Wow. Tobacco and leather, some oak. If you know me, I'm really digging this right now. I am having a moment here. The mouthfeel on this is just awesome. Only thing it's missing for me is that there's not a lot of sweetness on this to balance out some of these harsher notes. There's like a fig or a date note I'm kind of getting on here. Raisiny kind of, maybe. To me, it's like almost perfect. I just want a little touch of sweetness. I'm going to let it sit out here for a minute, and I'm going to come back to it. That is my only complaint. I don't need it. I just kind of want it because it's these like harsher, drier notes. Before I give my score here, I do need to stress this is not a bourbon for everyone. 100%. I am breaking this on my scale of what I like in my palate. This for me checks off everything. The only thing it doesn't have for me is that sweetness on the end. That's the only thing this is missing. Like, it's so good to me. Like, I really, really like this. As it's opening up, it's becoming more sweet. Shit, now it's becoming what I wanted it to be. The nose is just like so perfect to me. If you ask me like what is my favorite thing to get on a nose, like, it's literally in this glass. Like, this is made for me. This is everything I like in a nose, like, just checked off down the line. It's exactly what I want. But I'm telling you, as it's sitting here, as it's open up, it's becoming more sweet. Okay. I also saw that Seth on the website said you need to let this open up and try it over a little bit of time, and that's kind of what I'm doing. I know there's some edits here, but this has been I've been sitting here for this video for about 20 minutes. I've edited a bunch of stuff out. The thing that I wanted when I was talking before was that sweetness in it, and the sweetness really came through as it was sitting out. So what am I going to score this thing? I don't want to oversell it because I think, like I said before, this is not going to be something that everyone likes. And if you are new into bourbon, I don't think you're going to get enough out of this to justify the money. And I hate saying that because I don't want it to sound like, oh, because you're new, you're not going to get it. Like, it's not for you don't understand. That's not what I'm saying. I literally just think if you're drinking like Buffalo Trace and some of these more like mainstream brands, that this is not going to be what you're used to. And I think if you want to maybe step into that, this is a great stepping stone because this is phenomenal. Like I am honestly in love with this, and I'm really struggling with what to give this. So I'm stalling. I don't think it's quite as good as the first one I had, but I also have to remind myself we drank quite a bit that night. And so without an A-B comparison, I'm kind of going off memory. And memory, when you, especially when you've been drinking for a long time with your friends and you're having that fun moment, can kind of be a little fuzzy. So with all that said, I'm going to ignore the old bottle and I am just going to focus on what's in this glass right now and how my reaction to it is right now. With that all being in consideration and being said, I'm going to give this a 9.3. I am completely blown away by this. I adore this bottle. Seth, I want another one of these so bad. It's incredible. This is some outlier shit. There are very few bottles that will be as good as this is. Very few. If you can find a way to get your hands on one of these, I don't know how you would or where you would find one. Secondary pages maybe. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about the Dettling Gold Wax. Let me know if you even know about it before this video. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so while you're down there commenting, leave me a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, cheers. A big thank you to all the Patreon supporters you see on screen right now.